ayé sí wa òwò lọ́rùn wá gbé wa jákàlè rọ́wọ́ yọ lọ́wọ́ oríwo la ó kọ́ nígbà tàbá rí Jésù wa. Ìwọ la fi ṣe gbẹ́kẹ̀lé wa o. Ìwọ la fi ṣe gbẹ́kẹ̀lé wa dá. Gbé wa ga nínú ilé, gbé wa ga nínú ìjọ, gbé wa ga títí ayé. Gbé wa ga nínú ilé, gbé wa ga nínú ilé, gbé wa ga nínú ìjọ, gbé wa ga títí ayé. Ayé ìrànwọ́ yọ láàárọ̀ ajẹ́kálẹ̀ fi wá ṣẹlẹ́yà gẹ́gẹ́ yóò Ọlọ́run lára wa kọ́ lè bá wa dúpẹ́. Ayé bá wọ sọ ńlá jẹ́ ká bá wọn wọ̀. Ayé bá sórí ìlú kàrá yẹn ní ìbẹ̀rẹ̀. Vicinity 95.3 FM nìkan ló máa ń ṣe mí létí.
ìròyìn dé láti Vicinity 95.3 FM Ìkejì Ilé Ìjẹ̀ṣà ẹ máa bá wa ká lọ.
Nǹkan ìròyìn kékeré lédè sétí gbọ̀nrín láti ìkànnì Vicinity 95.3 FM Ìkejì Ilé Ìjẹ̀ṣà. Orúkọ mi ni Kàbírù Kọmọláfẹ́. Àjọ sẹ́ráàbù ló ti mú léde wípé wọ́n ti pe gbogbo báǹkì àpapọ̀ kó wà lórílẹ̀‐èdè Nàìjíríà wípé wọ́n ti mú léde lónìí wípé gbogbo owó kọ̀ọ̀yà kan fẹ́ fi ran ìjọba ìbílẹ̀ bíi 17 lọ́nà ti pín káàkiri orílẹ̀‐èdè yìí. Nínú lẹ́tà kan mú ránṣẹ́ sí gómìnà fún ilé ìfowópamọ́ ti àpapọ̀ orílẹ̀-èdè Ọláyẹmí Kàdóso ní àjọ sẹ́ráàpù ti yá sọ wípé igbákejì fún olùdarí Kọ́láwọlé Olúwadáre ló ti yá pè fún wípé gbogbo nǹkan bá ti mọ̀ nípa owó òun nìkan yá tètè yá sọ ní kíákíá torí pé wọ́n ti mú owó ìrànwọ́ ọ̀hún káàkiri ìjọba orílẹ̀-èdè ìjọba ìbílẹ̀ orílẹ̀-èdè pápá àpákàndẹ̀ ti yá san bẹ̀rẹ̀ owó yẹn sísan nígbà ya múlédè náà yára gbogbo wọn lọ́gbàlọ́gbà àti láwòláwò wípé gbogbo nǹkan bá mọ̀ nípa ọ̀rọ̀ owó ni àti ńlá kan nílò owó ní ká yá yọjú sí ìjọba láìpẹ́. Ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú PDP ló ti mú léde wípé gbogbo ọ̀rá kẹ́rọ̀gbọ̀kúnlé kan kúrò nínú ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú PDP lọ sínú ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú APC ní pápápá àti pé gbogbo àwọn gómìnà kó wà káàkiri orílẹ̀-èdè Rihanna ti yá sọ wípé yàn ṣe dáadáa tó o nígbàdàn ti yá sọ wípé ìjọba yìí wà káàkiri nílùú Àbújá nígbà ṣe pàdé lónìí. Wọ́n ti yá mú léde wípé ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú PDP ń kọ́ jẹ́ olórí ni ló ti yá mú léde pé gbogbo nǹkan jẹ́ pé nǹkan ìjàmbá àti gbogbo nǹkan ṣe kọ́ jẹ́ pé ìrìnàjò yòókù fi kó kúrò nínú ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú yẹn lọ sínú ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú mìíràn náà yá mú léde káàkiri láìpẹ́. Emmanuel Agọ ló yá mú ọ̀rọ̀ líle nínú ìpàdé kan ṣe lónìí kọ́dẹ̀ ti sọ pé gbogbo ìjàmbá kọ́ wà nínú ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú náà Musa Lógún ní pápápá. Kí n bá ní ìròyìn yàjóyàjó àbí ní ìròyìn kẹsẹ̀lẹ̀ lágbègbè ní tàbí inú kì í fẹ́ káyà kó jọ ilé kan sí ẹ̀ka ìkóròyìn yàrá jọ kà á mọ̀ sí vicinitynewsroom@gmail.com nítorí yóò ṣe alábàápàdé rẹ lójú ìkànnì ìbánidọ́rẹ̀ẹ́ kà á mọ̀ sí Facebook, YouTube, TikTok àti Instagram nǹkan ṣáà ti tẹ Vicinity 95.3 FM sójú ẹ̀rọ amóhùnléwọ́ ní àbí ẹ̀rọ kẹrọ kì í bá fi wà nítorí èpè àsórí nọ́mbà kàfẹ́ pè 08143658202 lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí 08143658202. ìròyìn kékeré tọ̀sán ní jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ lánìkín tó pàdé ra fún àkọ́tì ìròyìn mìíràn orúkọ mi ni Kàbírù Kọmọláfẹ́.
Vicinity 95.5 Ìkejì Ilé Ìjẹ̀ṣà. Mo ń gbádùn ẹ̀. Ó yá gbé mi débẹ̀.
We lead while others follow. We lead while others follow. Vicinity FM 95.3. We lead while others follow. Àwa làgbà wọn. Aṣíwájú ni wá. Vicinity FM àwa ni bàbá. We lead while others follow. We lead while others follow. Vicinity FM ní kejìlé. We lead while others follow. Àwa lọ̀gá o. We lead while others follow. Adìẹ funfun àwọn ṣàkíyàn.
95.3 Vicinity FM.
Vicinity FM 95.3. Ẹranko tí ó ṣe bí olólàájú kò sí nígbó àjíkí adé. Erin lákàtà gbérin àwa gòkè á lọ. Ìyẹ́lẹ̀ ó máa wò lẹ́yìn ẹyẹ wa. Lọ́jọ́kọjọ́ nígbàkúgbà bàbá ni bàbá ń ṣe. Lọ́jọ́kọjọ́ nígbàkúgbà bàbá ni bàbá ń ṣe. We lead while others follow.
It's a beautiful day here in Ikejile. How is your end? I hope you're enjoying your Sunday. And happy Mother's Day to all loving and caring mothers all over the world. Today, I'll be talking about flu in pregnancy. We're gradually getting into the cold season, and at this time, a lot of illnesses show up. Flu or influenza is a common respiratory infection that mostly occur during cold season. It is caused by a virus that easily travels from one person to the other, and from person to person. When someone with the flu coughs, sneezes, or speaks, the virus spreads through the air and on surfaces. Flu in pregnancy is not good, as it can lead to serious complications for both the mother and the baby. The mother might have preterm labor, low birth weight for the baby, and even stillbirth. If a pregnant woman feels she has the flu, it is better for her to seek immediate medical attention. A pregnant woman with flu is at a higher risk of developing severe complications from the flu, such as pneumonia and even death. The flu can also increase the risk of preterm labor. That's going into labor before 37 weeks of pregnancy, and preterm birth, delivery before 37 weeks of pregnancy. Flu can also cause babies born to mothers with flu during pregnancy have lower birth weight, as I've mentioned that, and in rare cases the flu can increase the risk of miscarriage. It is very important for a pregnant woman to be in good health during this 9 months journey, and ensure she doesn't get the flu, because fever from the flu, especially in the first trimester, can be linked to birth defects, including the neural tube defects and neural tube defects and other problems in the baby. Flu in pregnancy is damaging, damaging, I said, as most babies born under this health condition sometimes are born with one defect or the other. The best way to stay off flu is to have an annual flu shot, or the pregnant woman can get the flu vaccine immediately she is pregnant. And the flu vaccine is highly recommended during pregnancy and is considered the safest and most effective way to protect. For flu, these are the symptoms to watch out for, and the moment you have them and you're pregnant at the same time, please see your doctor immediately. If you have sudden onset or moderate to high fever, yes, this is something to be worried about. If you have cough, you're coughing, you have dry cough, loss of appetite, if you have sore throat, chills, runny nasal congestion or stuffy nose, muscle pains, body aches, fatigue, and headache, please don't wait or self-medicate. Go see your doctor fast. For flu, don't just assume, because sometimes the symptoms might present as that of cold. So you don't need to wait. You need to seek for medical advice and proper diagnosis, because the flu virus, the flu virus infects the lungs, nose, and throat, causing respiratory symptoms similar to that of cold. And a cold during pregnancy is generally not harmful to the baby and can be managed with rest, intake of fluids, and some other home remedies. Cold itself cannot harm the fetus. Yes, it cannot harm the fetus, but it is important to monitor for complications like fever or prolonged symptoms, which may warrant you seeking medical attention. Colds are caused by viruses that do not cross the placenta to harm the baby. While on the other hand, flu in pregnancy can lead to serious complications for both the mother and the baby. Let me run down the symptoms again. If you have sudden onsets of moderate to high fever, if you are coughing or you have dry cough, you have loss of appetite, You have sore throat, you have chills, you have runny nasal congestion or stuffy nose, you have muscle pains, you have body aches, fatigue, and headache. Please, and please don't wait or self-medicate. Go see your doctor fast. Yes, some of the symptoms are almost same with that of cold, so you won't know. And don't just feel that, well, it's cold. Delay might be dangerous, so it's better for you to seek medical advice immediately. Yes, like I said, cold is not something to, it's not serious. It's not a serious ailment. And yes, with proper care, you can get out of cold. But flu, you should not play with flu. And flu in pregnancy is a serious illness. It is. But it is also treatable. Yes, you can treat it. And if you diagnose the ailment on time, yes, it is, and within a week you are off it. So, like I said, the illness is treatable, and pregnant women are more likely, to be hospitalized for the flu than non-pregnant women. When the flu is diagnosed early, pregnancy-safe treatments can help reduce symptoms and reduce the length of the illness. When you're pregnant, it's not that the doctors will know the kind of treatment to give you. You can't, what will be given to you will be different from what will be given to women who are not pregnant, So it has to be, they have to know your history, and you have to let them know, especially when you just get pregnant. You just need to let your doctor know that you're pregnant before prescribing any medication for you. Yeah, why is it that a woman in pregnancy is at a higher risk of having the flu than a woman not pregnant? Yes, the reason is not far-fetched. It's because pregnancy naturally suppresses the immune system of a pregnant woman, which is the body's defense against illness. This suppression increases the risk of infections, including the flu, and studies have shown that pregnant women who have gotten the flu shot are less likely to get the flu compared to those who have not gotten a flu vaccine. Yes, I said that it's better you do it annually, or when you're pregnant, you just have to go for the flu vaccine. Yes, in this axis, we take flu as maybe fever, malaria, something, or ill health, Well, mostly we don't call the name flu, but whatever you think it's maybe fever or whatever, it might actually be flu when diagnosed. And the flu is contagious beginning from day one, It's contagious, and before symptoms start showing, that is 5 to 7 days after, feeling ill. That means even from day one, you've gotten it, and you can, infect another person. The moment you have it, you can transfer it to others before you even know you're ill. So care must be taken to ensure that you don't get to people anyhow, especially when you're pregnant. Anybody that that is having one kind of illness or the other, please stay away from such person. Like I said, anyone can get the flu by inhaling the virus through the air or by touching the surface that has the virus on it. So a pregnant woman should be careful, should not touch anything anyhow. And hygiene is key, like I said. And most times you can go out with a face mask and all that, and ensure you wash your hand, at every available I mean, every time, every time you wash your hands when you know that you've touched something or the other, you just have to wash your hand, So it's hygiene is key here, and yes, don't get close to anybody that you feel is ill or sneeze or cough or whatever. Sometimes when you sneeze or you cough, you have kind of a saliva or something coming out from you, and if it touches or you get it from the air, yes, you can get the flu. So one needs to be careful, especially when you're pregnant. And how do you test for flu? It's not the normal malaria, typhoid test. This one is different, and it doesn't take, long hours. It doesn't take long time at all. It's just between 10 to 20 minutes maximum, to test for this flu. And the test, like I said, very quick and painless. And it should be done by your healthcare, provider when you go to the hospital. Yes, your doctor can do that for you. And it's done by wiping the inside of your nose or the back of your throat with a long cotton swab. When the flu is diagnosed early, your doctor might prescribe antiviral medication for you. The antivirals cannot cure the flu, but they can stop the symptoms from getting worse. And medications safe for pregnancy are prescribed for pregnant women to reduce flu symptoms, especially fever, and also relieve respiratory symptoms. Don't mix the two, flu and cold. Yes, they might present same symptoms, but they are just different. They are different, and while cold might not actually affect the baby and even the mother, like that, but flu, do a lot of damage. The flu can, affect both the mother and the unborn child. And flu symptoms can last for a week or more. Anyone with flu should, just rest. You should rest well, rest and rest and rest, and drink plenty of fluids to avoid dehydration. And that's just it. You need that rest. You need to drink lots of water, to avoid dehydration. And when on medication, please follow the instructions very well. Sometimes when you're given some drugs to take, if the doctor said yes once a day, please don't use twice a day. And if it says twice a day, don't use thrice a day. A lot of people think, yes, let it go. I want the illness to go on time. And they think maybe by, taking more drugs, they will get ill. No, since your doctor has prescribed that this is what you should take, you should take it. Don't go against it, because if you overuse drug, it comes with its own complications and all that. So it's better for you as a pregnant woman, if you're on any medication, please follow the instructions very well, and don't use drugs anyhow. You just have to go to your doctor to prescribe, to diagnose and prescribe, the correct medication for you. So with proper medications, from your doctor, you should start noticing symptoms improvements. That's still talking about flu now, within a day or two. And then symptoms gradually reduced That's within the 5 to 7 days. Yes, it reduce, the symptoms reduce, after taking all these things, the rest and all that. However, if after a week you do not get better, please get back to your doctor. So, to pregnant women all over, I wish you a good health and safe delivery. Enjoy the best of Mother's Day. I celebrate you all. Maternal Health will come your way same time, same station next week. I remain your health guide, Adeshola Salami, and I'm wishing you a happy Mother's Day. Please keep listening to Vicinity 95.3 FM.